there, everyone. This is Darkside2K7, aka Son of Sky Station. Okay, first of all, sorry for that pause. I just wanted to. I'm just reading this comment, this page on what the idiots at BLM are doing. Well, I guess they can prove that they actually is siding with the Cubanists, with 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 Cuba's government because because of course they did, because they feel like a country that isn't the United States is better than being in the United States. You know, you ever wonder why I don't support the Black Lives Matter movement? This this is fucking why. And and God for and Lord have mercy, I managed to be the smartest son of a bitch, one of the smartest motherfuckers alive. All right, I guess I should read this. I'm reading this from the Daily Wire. Yes, yes, yes. I know the Daily Wire. I know, shocker, right? Pause for alarm or something like that. All right, I might as well read this. I might as well read this, and this is really funny to me. Black Lives Matter faces massive backlash over deplorable, insane statement on Cuba. Black Lives Matter, which was founded by Marxists, responded to the crisis in Cuba by blaming the United States for the suffering that the Cuban people have endured at the hands of the island's communist dictatorship. That statement comes after pro-democracy demonstrators waved American flags in protest for freedom over the weekend, which led the communist government to cut off internet access and crack down on those yearning to be free. Black Lives Matter condemns the United States federal government's inhumane treatment of Cubans and urges it to immediately lift the economic embargo, the group claimed. This cruel and inhumane policy, instituted with the explicit intention to destabilize the country and undermine Cubans' right to choose their own government, is at the heart of Cuba's current crisis. Since 1962, the United States has forced pain and suffering on the people of Cuba by cutting off food, medical, and supplies. It costed the tiny island nation an estimated $130 billion. Without that money, it's harder for Cubans to acquire medical equipment needed to develop its own COVID-19 vaccines and equipment for food production. This comes in spite of the country's strong medical care and history of lending doctors and nurses to disasters around the world. They continue. The people of Cuba are being punished by the United States government because the country has maintained its commitment to sovereignty and self-determination. United States leaders have tried to crush this revolution for decades. Instead of intentionally enemy, respect, and goodwill, the U.S. government has only instigated suffering of the country's 11 million people, of which 4 million are black and brown. Now, I knew that was coming. I knew that was fucking coming. Cuba has historically demonstrated solidarity with oppressed people of African descent, and from protecting black revolutionaries like Sati Sakur, the group who said of one of the FBI's most wanted terrorists who fled the country after killing 2 black cops, though gaining her asylum to support black liberation struggles in Angola, Mozambique, and South Africa. Now we look to President Biden to end the embargo, something Barack Obama called for in 2016. This embargo is a blatant human rights violation and must come to end. Black. Well, I mean, they actually said and then brought that up, and I wonder what Cubans think of what the Black Lives Matter said on that one. Spoiler, wasn't good. It was not fucking good. Black Lives Matter faced intense backlash moments before posting this statement, including some of the most notable figures, like Dan McLaughlin. Cuba's right to choose their own government has nothing to do with the government that is subjected to the embargo. Mobadism, a Marxist government that persecuted churches, plunged the country into civil war, and made a third of the population refugees. That Mozambican. Mark Hemingway, So how much are the American establishment last year went to bat for an organization that is quite particularly defending an oppressive communist regime? Also, contra this obscene statement, the Cuban communist regime remains actively racist. That is true. The Cuban communist regime that's happening in Cuba is remaining actively racist. Carlos Cabrillo. Deplorable, this organization has chosen to stand with the oppressive dictators who have murdered and enslaved innocent Cubans of all colors since 1959. The people responsible for all the death and misery in Cuba are the mostly white men who, at Black Lives Matter, is now embraced. Garcia Sopo. Listen, if y'all, I know that I kind of butchered up your names. It wasn't. I'm not trying to butcher your names. I try to say it the best as I can. If I did, I really apologize for butchering your names. Not trying to. I'm just trying to say the best I can. You know, gotta give me a break. You know. Disgust. Suppo. Disgusting. Despite the Cuban dictatorship murdering and beating the protesters, many of them black, BLM's statement on Cuba condemns the U.S., praised the Castro regime, and makes no mention of the atrocities being committed by the dictatorship. I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, remember when Colin Kaepernick back in 2016 did that stupid-ass kneeling thing? Yeah, before the Miami game, he wore a T-shirt and praised the late great Fidel Castro, and most Miami fans, most Dolphin fans are Cubans, so you can take a wild guess how well they feel for the late great Fidel Castro. They hate his fucking guts. Other notable responses include this: Tom Nichols. This is insane, and whoever wrote it should have to read at least one real book about the Cold War, and not one by Howard Zinn. He's replying to Sabrina Rodriguez, so Black Lives Matter has released a statement on Cuba. Rita Panahi, Marxist BLM standing with Cuban Marxists. Naturally, yep. AG. Very revealing that these organizations are releasing statements openly parodying the anti-U.S. talking points of the communist regime that the Cuban people are risking their lives protesting against. Sina Gretas. This is a really bad take. Supporting a dictatorship is the opposite of supporting Cubans' right to choose their own government. Stephen L. Miller. Where did the millions go? Where did the millions go that BLM collected in donations last year? Mr. Miller, I can tell you where that money went to. Didn't went to black neighborhoods. Went straight to their pockets. Mike Hahn. I said, Mr. Kaur is an FBI most wanted terrorist and cop killer. The fact that BLM continues to support her should tell you all you need to know about this horrible organization. George Bonilla. I'm shocked that the organization founded by trained Marxists has now released a statement in strong support of the genocidal Castro regime. B.W. Brian Dean Wright. BDW. That is a badass name, sir. I respect your name. BLM support the communist regime in Cuba. Surprising no one paying attention. Nope. To quote a YouTuber, Liberal Hive Mind, surprise, surprise, surprise to no one. By the way, I'm giving a shout out to Liberal Hive Mind. Check out his channel. Do some good stuff. Okay, now for the same as Shilling. Abe Greenwald. BLM has a problem with prisons. Cuba is a island nation prison. Guy Benson. Horrible. Wow. Wow. Freaking wow. But, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Not in the fucking slightest. I mean, what else you want me to say? What I mean, seriously, I said that I basically said everything that already needs to be said about this organization. This organization is nothing but a fucking scam. It's nothing but a fucking scam. And like I said, all the money that they raised through donations last year, I said it right off the fucking bat. Not one red cent was sent to black owned neighborhoods. Not one. It wasn't sent to black owned neighborhoods. It wasn't sent to black owned businesses. Not one. Hands down, this was nothing but an ultimate grift. And the BLM, they kept it to themselves. I mean, the co-founders, he took the money and used that to buy multi-million dollar properties around the house. And and by the way, the properties that she bought, she didn't buy it for only that could be in black neighborhoods. Oh no, no, heaven, the Paris, the fucking fought. Oh no, she bought that stuff. She bought property that's in white owned neighborhoods. So basically, they demand donations and they call this shit reparations, and they just took the money and they'll just use it to buy their own shit and move out and stay in white neighborhoods. You know, the very same white neighborhoods where they claim that white people are racist. Man, if I had see, I couldn't do that. I could not do that because why? I'm not a racist. I love all people. I, the only people I hate are stupid people. Hands the fuck down. And I've been raised by my parents, both my parents, that I always treat people with respect. If someone becomes nasty or an asshole, then I become nasty and an asshole right back. But I only do it if someone gets on my nerves or is a total fucking idiot. I was raised right. I mean, heck, why you think I? Yeah, but I'm not even. I wasn't even fucking surprised, to be perfectly honest, because like they say, I mean, one of them actually did came out and said that they were trained Marxists. So this shouldn't be a surprise to no one. And anyone who try to defend this group, well, you're an idiot. You really are a fucking idiot. Like I said in the previous video about the Cubans, I stand with them and they're fighting for this communist bullshit. But Black Lives Matter and anybody who supports this organization that's defending the Cuban government and supporting a cop killer, fuck you. That's all I'm saying. Fuck y'all. Yeah. This was the most dumbest statement they ever made. I mean, they don't even I'm pretty sure they didn't even fucking think that this statement will go well. I mean, heck, we all know that BLM support is going down faster than had a joke. Going down than LeBron James's hairline, or it's getting bad, getting a crap ton of bad negative reviews like the Space Jam: A New Legacy on Rotten Tomatoes. Like seriously, they were really bad. Seriously, it's sitting on a 38, and this is from actual critics who are into that stuff. But that's just my 2 cents of the whole thing. But I would like to know what you think on this. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your significant others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkside2K7, aka Sonic Sky Chaser, and I will see y'all soon. Think of it to the time out of your busy schedule to watch this. It really means a lot, and I will catch y'all in the next video. All right, peace. Oh, right, I forgot. Oh, wait, I forgot one thing before I end this video. And fuck Black Lives Matter, the organization, and anyone who supports these idiots.